Hi, I'm Tony Fleming. Welcome to Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Talk about a great car. Just pulled the hanging tag off of a brand new arrival. 56, we call it a Nomad. Obviously a 210, handyman wagon, whatever you want to call it. People love the word Nomad, so we just kind of call it that and it gets everybody's attention. But what you don't see is the detail that's gone into this car. We're talking about $80,000 worth of dollars dumped into this. And the restoration as we walk around this car is absolutely spectacular and so cool. The underneath of it, all painted just like the top. So know that the underneath is absolutely stunning, but I'm going to show you some detail stuff that you've never seen in a street rod before. And more importantly, this car is powerful, but it drives so easy and has so many nice modern accoutrements that make it very modern in its feel, but classic in its style and its look. Hey, I want to take a second and walk around the paint on this car. It's Viper Red, and what I do like to do sometimes, I like to show you the difference of getting a car from pictures or getting a car with pictures and a video. You know, these cars here that we send to you, free and closed shipping is included in the price of this car at our offered price. And if you're lucky enough to get something like this, here's the cool thing: that big truck pulls up, the gate falls down, you hear your car fire up inside, the car backs out, and all you got to do is grab whoever it is you want to go for a ride with and go for a ride. This car will have gas in it, it'll have a tag on the back of it, and be show waxed, ready to go. You can go out that night in the car. We've checked the car over, and you should have nothing but enjoyment and smiles on your face. But what I wanted to show you was the quality of the paint and the quality of the panels on this car. This is an all steel car except for this cowl hood, okay? But what I wanted to show you was, check out how you can just read all that in that paint. It's nice and crisp. And if you're online, you're looking at eBay or pictures of cars and things like that, you know what I say to you? Look at the trees in the pictures. Look at the reflection. Look at everything. Can you read? Of course you can make out the leaves on a tree, but you should be able to see exactly how many leaves are on the tree. You should be able to see the outline and finesse of the bark and things like that. So I say that to you only because people say, well, your car is a little more than I wanted to spend. Well, don't forget that this car includes free and closed door-to-door shipping. It includes complete front to back get ready. The oil's been changed. It has gas in it. We've gone through the suspension, the brakes, the seat belts, everything. All the things you're going to have to do when you get it home. The big difference is we do this every single day. And the idea is you get in the car, you just go for a drive. But the paint on this car is absolutely fabulous. Here's a couple cool things with it. I'll show you. Let's walk around here for a minute. Check these out. These are 22-inch, 3-piece Asanti wheels. The wheels and tires alone were over $6,000. Custom-made side exit exhaust, MagnaFlow exhaust. Now hear me for a second. I'm calling off some names to you. There are less expensive exhausts. There are Flowmaster exhaust. There are Borla exhaust, things like this. MagnaFlow is stainless steel and it's polished. The Asanti wheels, 3-piece. Could we have gone with a regular wheel, a cast wheel with a center? Of course we could have, but we didn't. And it just goes on and on. Look how beautiful the side sill is made into the body. The exhaust is routed inside there. Check out the chrome on this car though. I mean, just beautiful. Everything in this car has been redone. All the stainless, the chrome, the hinges, brakes, tires, wheels, you name it. It's essentially a new 56 Nomad. Okay? This is nice. Sound system done here, all detailed back in here. Okay? Battery relocated to there. This is the detail I'm talking about though. Look at that. Somebody custom made a stainless steel box for this battery. Okay? Anyway, these tabs that are back here are for a rear wing that go on the back if you want to. It's an aluminum wing. It's about that long. And it looks really great on the car with the pedestals and things like that. Let me show you a couple small features from behind if we could for a second. You can come on back here. Beautiful stainless steel fuel tank, Ford 9-inch rear, coil over suspension in the front. The frame's been completely braced all the way down. Rack and pinion steering, disc brakes. Every nut and bolt is either stainless, painted, or powder coated. It just looks beautiful. So, you know what we'll do? We'll talk a little more about the suspension and things like that when we can see it. Let's go take a peek under the hood and check that out. What you don't want is the fact that people could easily open the hood for you, or easily open the hood on their own. This has an inside hood release. This is where we'll spend a little bit more time talking about some of the detail that's here. We have shocks that go on here. They just came in and I didn't want to I wanted to be able to open the hood a lot so that you could see everything in here. Talked about the power disc brakes, ceramic coated headers that go inside. Check this out, it doesn't have the stock frame up front anymore. Fat man front end. And I'll show you on the other side where we have the Global West tubular control arms. Look at the beautiful chrome, the detail. Even the power steering pump is made of billet. Great looking air cleaner. It's a 454. It's the factory crate motor, and that makes a lot of power. Backed up to a turbo 400 and a Ford 9-inch. So clearly they had aspirations to make sure that this car not only looked good, but it's pretty fast too. Check out the other side. What I wanted to show you was some of the detail that's buried in here. Now this is a high volume power steering pump. And guess where the reservoir is for it? Notice that there's no reservoir there, it's all nice and clean in front. The reservoir is right here inside the frame. Here's that, here's the cap right here. Beautifully done. All brand new painless wiring system. Low car controls for checking things like the fluids and stuff like that. It just goes on and on and on. Like you don't have the kind of time to watch this, but you talk about a cool car. You pull up anywhere in this car and people can do nothing but go and they don't know what to say. Let's take a peek inside, because as beautiful as this car is outside, the inside of the car is spectacular. This is one of those great street rods where you could actually take somebody with you. Like for instance, I'm 6'1", and check this out. I am so comfortable back here. On top of it, I can roll down the window if I want. It's just great, and the interior is beautifully done. The headliner matches. The carpets are beautiful. Seat belts for everybody, 3 back here. The detail of just the carpeting alone. Every piece of the carpeting inside, as it rolls across the fender wells and things like that, has binding on the edges. You could have just carpeted it and forgot about it, but they spent the extra money to make the details work. You know, we keep talking about the detail of stuff and how money is spent and things like that. Custom console built for the car, great looking shifter, high-end audio with amps, speakers built into the kick panels down below here, speakers in the back. This is kind of nice. Tilt wheel, I did it steering column, billet specialties half wrap leather reel and billet, so it looks great. Got the leather in the front and the billet in the back. It's got electric wipers. A lot of people forget to ask about that. Back in the day, you know, these things had vacuum wipers, and if you put an engine with any sort of power in it, you tend to lose some vacuum with that power anyway. You come to an idle and your wipers that were normally doing this are now doing this. Nice touch. Dakota digital dash, nicely done. Everything's there, water, oil pressure, tack, got electronic fuel gauge, miles per hour, just nice. Even the carpeted mats, covered in plastic. I tell you what, man, this is just nice. I looked down the list of this car and it's got so many things on it, you know, and just amazing. You know, this is tastefully done. It's got a lot of power under the hood, but the exhaust is not ridiculously loud, so you can kind of cruise this car all day long, and it just sounds great. How about I go ahead and start it for you and you hear what it sounds like. You know, in closing, this is a 3-year build. And just imagine what it's like for 3 years to be talking about this car with somebody, picking out the pieces for it, all the work that goes into it. You know, they're telling me this is an $80,000 build, and the truth of the matter is, I think they've forgotten their labor part, and this could be well over $100,000. It is absolutely beautiful on top, it's beautiful underneath, it drives spectacular, great wheels and tires, and the paint alone we showed you. Great quality, 454 with a big motor in it, and the things to make it really run cool and run fresh and just a great cruising car. I don't know, I just love this car. Anyway, super proud to present this one. 56 Nomad, 210 Handyman, whatever you want to call it. Call us, Flemings Ultimate Garage, for the ultimate street rod, 301-816-1000, and we'll tell you all about it.